first thing I'm going to say is it's terrible to have to follow on from these two, because they were really good speeches, but I'll try my best. Now, I'd like to start the day by thanking Ben, firstly for toasting the bridesmaids, and secondly for giving me the wonderful job as best man. It really is an honour and a privilege. Thank you, Ben. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Ben and Catherine for the gifts they've given the bridesmaids, ushers, and of course myself. And now I'd just like to repeat what has already been said, that the bridesmaids really do look beautiful, and of course Catherine doesn't look too bad either. There is one thing, however, I feel has been overlooked, that by far the most handsome man here this evening is of course Thomas. I'd like to talk very briefly about the groom. It's hard to know what to say about Ben that's not going to get him divorced before he gets home. So I've had to tone this down a little bit. Don't worry, Ben, I won't mention the arson convictions or the cross-dressing prostitutes. So I'll begin with his childhood. When Ben was very young, I wasn't actually born, but I hear from a reliable source he was found eating his own faeces once, which suggests it's not just now, he's always had bad taste. That's no offence, Catherine. This is awful.
You wrote it.
Go on. Hold on, leave me alone. Oh dear, it's all gone wrong. There we go. Right. Now when Ben was young, he was the archetype of a good kid. At his primary school, the teachers loved him, and his work was faultless. However, he was rather a large child. And it was suggested to our mum that he should take up rugby. So at the age of 9, he joined the Bishop's Stortford Rugby Club, where he still plays today and has earned the nickname Sunshine. As in the yellow bus company, is that right? Apparently he falls over a lot. And licks windows, yeah. And he informs me that he's the best prop to come out of that club for years, and the first 15 would be nothing without him. Is that correct? No. Although I did hear he played for Force the other day and got beaten up by a lad wearing trainers. That's correct. That is true. Now, during secondary school, Ben breezed his way through, mainly due to his brown nosing, which is still evident today as I can see his bosses sitting over there. Nevertheless, he did do well in his A-levels, and ended up in university in Aberystwyth, where he successfully earned his law degree. Well done, Ben. Very good. I have to say how glad I am to see my brother marry an actual woman. As I've always been concerned about his sexuality, it leaves me both surprised and relieved. There has been some worrying incidents in the past, like the time my mother found him locked in the toilet with a friend of ours. His name was Elliot, but we all referred to him as Gay L. For those of you who know him as Zoidberg, Pinchy, Mollusk, whatever you want to say, you'll probably be able to work that one out. The time he allowed himself to be fondled on the bridge outside H2O's by a perfect stranger. And when he allowed an Australian man to grope him in Prague, feebly trying to fight him off. How'd it go, Ben? Get off. And also, it was only a matter of weeks ago where he invested in a cowboy hat, which he subsequently wore with a pink t-shirt in public on his stag do in Newquay. It's not a good look. Even more recently, when we were in Budapest with the lads, Ben was hell-bent on getting us in the public baths. It was only luck that a straight lad happened to read one of the code books, where we discovered, to all of our horror, that these baths were renowned for homosexual prowlers. And let's be honest, he is a bit of a mincer. Now, I'm not going to drone on all day, as I've run out of things to say. I should be a poet. So I'm going to wrap this up. Now, some of you may know there is someone very dear to Ben who couldn't be here today, for obvious reasons, and that's our dad. I'm sure all of those who knew him will agree that seeing his son getting married would have been one of the proudest days of his life. There's not much more I can say about that, except that I'm sure he's watching. And I would also like to say how proud I am of Ben and Catherine. I'm sure you will all agree they make a fantastic couple. And if you could all stand up and join me in a toast.